Hello, so today we're gonna do the unboxing of the 3-burner Vevor forge. Here we go. So I was trying to find, just a cheaper forge to get into this, and I liked all the reviews that I saw on the 3-burner. I've actually had a lot of Vevor things, even in our company. We do asphalt maintenance. I've used some of their pumps. It seems like they're cheaper stuff, but truly, some of it's quality. So we'll see what we get here. Comes with a instruction manual. They packaged it pretty well, to help from damage in transit. All right, so it looks like you got that side. So this side does not have a hole in it, but man, that's cool. So they've got this packed already. Here's the burners. Brick to go in it. It looks like on the other side. Let's see what's in this one here. You can see in there you've got the valves, and then I would imagine these are the handles for the doors. And just simple but smart. So you've got the threaded end of the handle, and then this nut here that you can screw up and tighten it. And we'll tighten that nut up into it. Like I said, they've built this hose assembly, and these 3 ends are going to screw down onto these burners, is what I would imagine. It came with an instruction manual. We should probably look through that and make sure we're doing this correctly. Oh yeah, we were good. We know what we're doing. So these 3 valves came with it, and I'm imagining here that this is gonna come down in there, and then we're gonna tighten this up. That's gonna hold that valve in place. And then these are air intake adjusters. That's how much air is gonna go in and mix with the gas. So at this point here, then these are gonna slide down in just like this. Just gonna put those halfway up for now, those air intakes. Got everything out of that box. Then got this main propane hose here. This is the one that will hook into the propane tank, and then we'll come over to the top of the T here. So it's kind of nice because you can control, the entire thing on the variable valve here. But then you've also got these valves that you can turn, and depending on what size of object that you're trying to forge, you can just have 2 of them set or even 1. But it's a 2600 degree forge, and that was on every model, the 1-burner, the 2-burner, and the 3-burner. So I think they're just trying to tap into the blue flame of the propane to keep everything hot. It's out in the cold too. We're in Idaho where it's chilly outside right now. Okay, normally these rotate, and let me see here. Well, these ones are not rotating either. So this might be a different design than I'm used to. Like I said, we do asphalt maintenance in the summer, so I use a lot of propane lines, and these are always rotating. So we're gonna have to shift course here, and each one is going to thread. And in having the female part here that doesn't rotate, gonna make it a little difficult for us to get all of our valves on one side. That's okay. The forge was very inexpensive compared to what some other ones were. Okay, there, now with some pressure on it, we can actually get those to rotate. Okay, so I'm sure in being from China, these are metric, but we're gonna go with American sizes here, which is a 5/8. All right, so now we can get those back into here, and we'll tighten these up. And since that female and male end of the hose is tightened, then it actually seems to be able to pivot that female end. I like valves facing in the same direction, just make it even look cleaner. All right, so we've got the 3 burners in there, all tightened up. Comes to that hose tree. Then at that point, let's see if we can turn this without it. Yeah, there we go. Just had to put a little bit of pressure on it. And begin its descent. So an 11/16 for this male side. All right, so at this point, we can hook into the propane tank. So at this point, make sure that this valve is shut off. Righty tighty, tighty is on, and then left is off. At least on the variable, the one with the red knob here. On your propane tank, left is open. Oh yeah, we got some juice there. But just, this isn't the greatest packaging that they did on these here. So, and I'll show you why. It's broken, I can tell, and that's how it got here. That's kind of crappy, but it's all good. It's the end here, that's all cracked. I guess it's holding together better than I thought it would. But this is gonna come in here. Then we'll do this one on the other side. Okay, so be smart about this. Get your lighter on and then turn. There we go. Listen to that rumble. Okay, so I'm not going to light the rear one. Just wanted to get that all lit and show that from the box, you know, a few minutes later, you get it all put together. Works really well. In some future videos, we'll get it going and running and get it running really efficient. You know, we've got different valves and different things that we can do as far as air intakes and all of that. And we'll show you how it goes. So thanks for joining me. I think overall, haven't used it yet, but I think it's got fire. It's propane, so we know that we're gonna be able to get the right amount of fuel in, and we can get the right settings to where really we can make this pretty dang hot in there. We can forge some metals. So I would say for $140, it's a great little setup. It's decently built. There were some things here and there that I wish they could have done a little bit different or a little bit better, but we also chose the $140 forge. So we'll go with it and see what happens. Thanks for joining. Today, we just put together the forge. We did the unboxing video, and I happen to have an old leaf spring off of the 65 Mustang. So I thought we'd just cut a piece of this off, light the forge, and see if we can get it really hot, red hot. I'm not gonna do any hitting or forging today. The anvil is still on its way, and I don't really have a good metal surface to pound on. So we're just gonna see if we can get it hot. So we're gonna cut a piece off of this and we're gonna get going. We'll get this in. Shut this door. We're gonna mess around with these valves a little bit, just see what we got. And then we're gonna set a timer here and we're gonna see how long it takes for this to get red hot. I know something in the future we're not gonna have contamination on the spring by leaving paint on it, but for today, I just wanted to see how quickly we can get this red hot. So it's getting there. Obviously, it's gonna need a lot more time than this, but all the paint is definitely chipping off already. It's really hot in there. Just also kind of checking where the heat is coming out of this. Like you see some smoke that's coming up outside of these burners here, and I just want to make sure that it's not going to get too hot up here. It's definitely still cold to the touch, so I think we're good, but just wanted to check and make sure. Man, that's crazy. It's close. You can see that? It's a little bit red. Let's stick it in just a little tiny bit longer. 206. All right, so I said we weren't gonna hammer anything, but we have a concrete floor. I know it's not what you normally wanna do it on, but I just wanna see. Nearly 4 minutes, that's looking really good in there. So we're actually just gonna turn this off. Okay, lift this up, get this out. Now that is red hot. So let's just see here, just because I'm curious. It might be hard to see on the video, but it's going. So it's definitely hot. It's gonna work. So that didn't take too long to heat up. So this is gonna be a fun adventure. So hope you guys can join us, and thank you.